Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Thrones of Britannia, a Total War Saga. Here today we have another battle. I'm going to be playing as East Anglia, the Vikings, the great Viking army. We're going to be playing as Guthrum in this siege assault. We're going to be coming up against the brave men of House Wessex. Alfred the Great holds up in this keep. So guys, if you still are enjoying these battles and would like to see more of them, the best way to ensure more content is leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, make sure you click the bell to get all the notifications for the channel, and let me know in the comment section down below your feedback and suggestions. Let me know if you want to see more of this, or do you want to see more campaigns. So we're going to be playing on the settlement Dun Caledin. I think that's how you pronounce it. We've got two assaults here at the moment. We are outnumbered by roughly around about 1,000 men. This city looks fantastic. It's currently split in half naturally by a river. There are 3 bridges that we must secure, and of course there are 2 capture points on either side. The Vikings are keen and ready to go. We must first take this essentially smaller part of the island. Here, as you can see, there is a huge moat dividing the 2 choke points. Now, I just want to say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me early access. You get pro gameplay when you send me early access. I shot that catapult way over the top. Anyway, being serious, just want to say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me an early access code for Thrones of Britannia, allowing me to make videos and start my campaigns early. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And yeah, huge thank you to the community outreach manager for sending me the code. So, the East Anglia Vikings of the Great Army are marching forward. It's a 2-tiered assault. There are ramparts to go up. Well, not ramparts, just ramps, literally, on the left and right there of the mound. So, we're going to have to take this gateway firstly before we can swing around. Let's have another attempt with the catapult. We've overshot that one again. We'll put this one a little bit lower. How about that one, guys? Let's squash some Wessex. Dirt, grass, grovel. Come on, let's go 2 for 2. No! We're gonna cook. Oh, we missed. We couldn't even hit the tree, man. Come on. Okay, so we're currently in this army. We deployed 4,180. The brave men of Wessex have deployed 5,001. So we are roughly outnumbered by about 1,000. Now, if you haven't gone and seen the last battle where I defended Wessex against a massive Norman invasion, I do recommend it. The arrow towers and yeah, it was the arrow towers and sort of what is it? Sort of settlement AI from arrow towers. Boiling oil, managed to kill 600 of my men, so it's probably going to be quite even. I've just called for shield wall with my men before they push into the breach. Shield wall! You're most welcome to pause and have a look at some of the unique units for Thrones of Britannia. Here are some of the top tier swordsmen for the Great Viking Army of East Anglia. My heavily armoured battering ram has been destroyed! What? But they've made it through. The castle is breached. We are pushing around through my arrow towers now. That's going to give us somewhat of a footholding. Okay, lads. The time is nigh. Charge through the breach. For Ragnar! Revenge for Ragnar! And his sons. Guthrum, the man, the myth, the legend, is going to come up against the Christian king, Guthrum, for Odin, for Thor, for Fifnir, whatever his name is. What's the other one? Freya. That'll do. There's my Norse mythology. Right, so we're pushing quite competently through the arrow tower now. We just need to get a footholding here. My Huskarls are actually having a crack at them. So, looking at my sort of army compositions, I would say they probably have better quality melee than me. We do have an abundance of axemen. So we don't have sort of that block and parry shield bonus. Here we go. Shield walls. Push up, men. Nice and high. Keep it above. You don't want to lose your head as we're pushing through the breach. Keep it up. Yeah, we've only got 4 units of actual proper melee sword and shieldmen. And they're actually copying the brunt of the force. Come on, we need to establish a footholding before we get stuck on the slope. Push up, men. Look at those shields. Fantastic. Look at that charge. Give that man 1,000 dragons. The charge and parry there. Oh, no. That's probably my favourite shield. The one that has sort of like the trident looking stuff. Look at the mountains in the background as well. Gorgeous. Okay. We're pushing up through now our arrow towers. Getting some sort of footing. Look at that crazy guy on the far right. Wow, Dan. Religious fanatic. Okay, we're really trickling through the gatehouse now. Excellent stuff. So, I mentioned this before, but here are the 3 bridges in the center. There's going to be a massive fight for this. Kind of reminds me of Helm's Deep there. But look at these. I guess these must be old Roman bridges. That marble and architecture looks a little bit too superb for the good old brave men of House Wessex. Okay, so the men of Wessex have pushed up here. We do lack less siege towers on this side, so we're gonna have to make our best. We managed to cause a breach, so we do have that side on the right, just right of the gateway. But archers, make sure you pick your targets, lads. Take aim, loose, fire at will. We're still in a bit of a stalemate at the moment. We seem to be making more ground as the men of Wessex lose. But it's going to be a little while. So we have our own axemen. They seem to be doing quite well. I managed to... So it's pretty much even on the archer department. But I did give Wessex some spearmen. But I did give them 6 units of cavalry. A whopping 6 units. And they have their own catapults as well. So we can't sit back. We really have to push forward. Or otherwise we're going to be hammered with artillery fire. Keep pushing, men, for Ragnar. Think of the plunder. Think of the women. Think of the gold? I don't know. Look at that. You've come all the way from Scandinavia. What's going to stop you now? Wessex cavalry there trying to break up the cluster on the left and right. So we've competently pushed over the hill advantage, the slant of the gateway, and we've got a bit of ground. Cavalry charging in with hammer and anvil strikes. We lack spearmen, so it's going to be a tough fight against these cavalry, especially being heavily armoured men of Wessex. Wessex have some of the best cavalry in the game, and it's not to be underestimated with. Go check out my campaign if you haven't already. Keep pushing, lads. They're going at it again. 2 for 2. Can they recreate the similar result? The Wessex cavalry come in. The Vikings are flat-footed. Oh no! I think some poor bugger fell off the wall. That's a nice shot of the mountain there. Very sort of Lord of the Ringsy. Okay, we've pushed on the other side here now. Let's go for that capture point. Look, we still have 200 up on top of them. But that small numerical edge can be smashed in a matter of moments if we leave exposed on a flank up behind to an arrow tower. Keep going, lads. We need to take this town square. Look at that blue there of that wooden house. Very Pictish. Keep pushing, lads. Navy blue isn't very menacing, is it? You want the red. The red of blood. The suffering and the men who have fought. There we go. Another. I can't wait to get blood and gore pack. That'll be out in the next couple of weeks, I reckon. It really just adds it to it. I do completely understand why they do it in Total War. They want to obviously let their game meet a certain rating. That's only like a couple bucks anyway. Okay, guys. We've managed to break through the gateway deadlock. We still need to push over the bridges now. We're managing to capture the far capture point on the right. But look at this. Let's take the old Roman bridges for ourselves. Form up, men. Shield wall. Nice and high once again. Can't afford to get killed by a stray bolt from a tower. We've taken the first closest bridge. Now the second. It's only going to be a matter of time before we reach the third. We're pushing. There's nice little fish nets down there as well. I wonder what type of fish. Trout? Lovely trout would be in there. Regardless, there still seems to be a cluster just below that ramp there. Like I said before, I called it a rampart. That's what I was talking about. Just to the right there. Come on, let's carve them up. They are knackered. They are exhausted. Okay, so as you can see, the last remaining men of Wessex here are holding out. We're about to capture the Arrow Tower. I'm curious to see the casualties sustained and casualties inflicted for this fight. I want to see if the Arrow Towers, the boiling oil, did better in this fight than they did in my last battle where I played as Wessex against the Norman invaders. We're slowly but surely making our way to the town square now. Victory! Victory is inevitable. Thank the gods. Oh, the brave men we've lost to Valhalla. Let's rejoice, because victory is nearly ours. We've broken through the gateway. We've taken the first capture point. We have the 3 bridges under our control. If you were facing against a human player, you probably would be able to quite competently block off those 3 bridges. But here he is, Alfred the Great, hiding in the town square. Hasn't done much fighting. Throw up your arms, men. Odin! For Thor! And his hammer. Look at that! Oh no. People are dropping their swords. Drill them. And that's it. Victory. We have victory. Alfred the Great has been slain with his royal bodyguards. And the Vikings have now plundered this settlement of... what was it again? Dun Caledin? I guess it's in Ireland. It sounds like... Nice! Straight through the skull. From what I've noticed is the Irish sort of factions have some of the best quality settlements that I've sort of been enjoying. They seem really unique. Oh, that guy's got a Christian cross. A crucifix. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I guess the Vikings are... Oh, okay, that's made this video incredibly awkward. I guess at this point, Guthrum must be Christian. Huh. Okay. Obviously, historically, Guthrum was one of the very first Viking kings to move to the Christian ideology, giving up his pagan ways. I can't remember his name, but I do remember reading it. Also watching it in The Last Kingdom. I do recommend that show. So let's go through the casualties sustained and casualties inflicted. Okay, so we deployed 4,180 and they deployed 5,001. Just shy of a 10,000 man battle. We lost 2,775 with 1,400 remaining. We did lose a hell of a lot. We did, however, kill 4,833 and they deployed that 5,100 and they lost... Wow, only 105 men remaining in Wessex. That's insane. The men of Wessex in their army, they killed 2,002. However, as you see in above, I still lost 2,775. So where did that 775 come from? Well, arrow towers are basically machine guns in the later Total Wars. And especially in Total War 2, it really hasn't changed. But it probably accurately sort of represents it. That's where that 775 came. We were outnumbered by about 1,000, so I still think I edged this one. The AI probably could have done a little bit better here and there. But looking at the casualties, sort of the stats, right? Oh, wow, okay. So my melee infantry didn't do quite well. My axeman did, my melee, what I meant by is my sword infantry. My axeman did quite well, 200 there, 180 for the berserkers, 126 as well. The Huffskulls, 404. My archers didn't do very well though, and neither did my Ardy. Moving on now to Wessex, their spearmen did alright. Their Royal Thanes as well. They did have archer superiority, and they didn't really use the most of it, only 231 and 11 there. And they also had a cavalry supremacy. 23, 7, 11, 45. So they didn't use their advantage of their skirmishers and their horsemen. Their artillery got 139 to 73. So they did use their artillery to a decent amount of efficiency. They might have even been better off just to get a unit of swordsmen, you know, instead. So yeah, on that note, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Just want to say another huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me an early access code for Thrones of Britannia and allowing me to make videos early. So a huge thank you to their community outreach manager as well. Thrones of Britannia will be released on the 3rd of May, 4th of May if you are in Australia. And subscribe if you're new around here to stay up to date with more Thrones of Britannia content on the channel. I'm going to be doing some more massive battles, and I'm also going to be continuing on with my campaigns. Maybe we could even do some tutorials. Let me know. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.